2, 1. Hello, sir. It's another shocking incident. I mean, how many more do we get this summer?
Well, we've been having ones every day somewhere in the world. I believe the local and the global are influencing each other. All the local and the global injustices are connected somehow. It's shocking, and it's at the same time, it's a price that I feel maybe will come to a good, because this is going to reflect the positive energy and provoke the positive energy as well in the community. Unfortunately, the spirit of the community is being killed by the government and the legislation, and the spirit of community will be the strongest fabric that will defeat all of the injustice and hate. And I think these kind of incidents is a good opportunity to strengthen the stitch of the society, and also it's the stitch that make us reflect on the wider picture of the global injustice, and we need to feel the change, and we need the leaders not to fail the communities by reflecting their wish. The wish of people that you see here is stronger than the politics and the system, and I feel that we are enough.
I mean, to be honest with you, the government and the local government, they've been pushing at people, particularly they've been pushing at people of the faith of Islam. They've been telling them, get your house in order, tell people they should do this, they shouldn't do that. Well, quite frankly, over the last number of events that's happened in London over the last few months, people have got together. The communities have got together. They have said, enough is enough. So is it not about time that the government should say, you are doing what you're supposed to do. What's next? What's next for government?
Look, David, the government is the government, so it's governing everything, yeah? So I feel if the government can't do their job, they have to go. We all have a little bit of prejudice inside us. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that everything is like sweet and yaliya, but it's also very important to remember that the government is partially responsible, if not wholly responsible, for the sour feeling in the streets of our city. And I feel also that everybody have a responsibility. We're all responsible. Look, if we live in this society as a collective and not collectors, I think we would be able to spread this notion of responsibility between the little and the big, the government and the governed, the police and society, Islam and the rest of the religions. I feel that this kind of thing does cross borders. I think we are on the verge of change. I don't know which kind of change, but we do need to actually feel and fuel that collective and not the collectors.
Well, you're a well-travelled man, you're well experienced in some of the troubles of the world. From your experiences, what do you think could be helpful for change? People are coming out on the streets now. We've seen a big sea change in the type of people coming out. Individuals that have never come out before are printing posters and suggesting that people respect each other off their own volition. Now, that sounds good to me, that individuals are feeling touched by it. And that means that the mainstream media is not getting to them in the way they want it to. So, but what would you say to people? I mean, you have action, you've got experience. What would you pass as a mantle, perhaps, to a younger generation? How would you help them if you could?
Look, I think the mainstream media, they are losing big time, because the smaller cells of media and communications are spreading very wide, and this is giving the society access to knowledge. And as you know, information and knowledge are completely two different things, and knowledge is power. And when you give the people the power and the knowledge, they are unstoppable, and they would always seek change. From my very humbled experience of being here and there between Africa and Europe and the Middle East, and seeing the local injustices all over, I can tell you there's no difference between a family, a poor family, being allowed to burn to death in London and those in Africa. There is no difference between Ibor, Jewish family who've been attacked for simply their religion, and a Muslim family. The same for Christians. I can tell you, local injustice and global injustice, they are connected. Small village in Africa or a great city and big city like London, whatever happens here influences what's happening in Africa and vice versa. So this communication, this tool of communication that the people are feeling is giving them that knowledge, and it's making them feel a bit more powerful. That's why we have more presence. And you know, we're just scratching the surface. There is another deeper aspect to this, and I feel we are just on the, you know, on the beginning of the road. And this is the start. And the start in history could mean 20 years, you know, not 20 hours or 20 days. It's 20 years. And it's not necessarily for our generation. It's our responsibility to set up that journey. We might not go on that journey. We will start it. You never know. But don't expect fast change. We need to plant the seeds, and maybe the next generation will lead it forward. And I think they will, if we put them on the right foot. Not disconnect them by this mainstream media, not creating like an institutionalized community, not removing the spirit of the community. We need to plant more seeds to create more connection and communication between all of us, because we are one and we are enough.
So getting out there seems to do the trick in your opinion?
I think so.
You're travelling tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm going tomorrow.
Well, good luck, thank you very much, and keep spreading it.
David, and good luck in your work.
Thank you very much. Good day.